Well, I know that you called it the American War, right? Is that correct? Or is this an incorrect information?
We call it, I think it's definitely a controversial term to be say,
Hmm.
because I attending American education ever since I was a kid, and it's always framed my country war as in the Vietnam War. But for us in the Vietnamese literatures, it's always framed as the war goes against American. It's American war, so it's always the two sides of the matter.
Was it what I meant with present, was it present in national history, in educational systems, or through memorials, for example? Do people still talk about it, or is it a
Yes,
distant topic?
yes, indeed. Actually, I'm trying to find you the word for it because technically we don't just say American war, we say the resistance war against the US. That's the terminology that we use. So every single textbook, the history historical textbook when you was a kid, like elementary school, you start learning about history starting grade 3, all the way until university in Vietnam. So we keep every single generation keep reminded about the resistance war against the US. So it's still a topic that we talk about until today. I mean, Vietnam has been colonized for 1,000 years, and we only been independent for roughly 70 years. So just like an age of a grandma. So it's actually important for every single student, every single generation to be reminded of here's the war that we've been suffered through. So the government does a great job on that. From education wise, from TV, from like the shows and performance on the stage or the poem or any creative art, it's always reminded back this is what happened during the recent war against the US.
Hmm. Okay, thank you. I will ask more questions on that. So,
Yeah.
um, how is the war taught in schools in Vietnam, or at least in the school you attended?
I think I
Is
will
it
send yeah, yeah. No, I will send you some follow-up materials for your references later. I would say roughly though, because I only spent elementary school in Vietnam. But like
mhm.
based on like those 8 years I remember, we got reminded about how it was a division between the north and the south of Vietnam. And it was a passion of Ho Chi Minh and the soldiers that tried to unite the two parts of the country together. It is a desire to make sure our people can be united at one. Sis, and then the history focused more about how here's the heroine, here's a hero, here's the historical figures, the general commanders, who the people who actually lead the war.